Hello and welcome to Nick V Uncensored. Today we've got David Mahoney, and we're going to be talking about the 3I-Atlas comet that's approaching Earth, which scientists are only talking about the scientific stuff, but not the spiritual aspects of it, which is very important in the hologram simulation we're living in today. We're going to be talking about the biblical predictions and also the DNA data, the dark agenda. David, thank you so much for joining me. How are you, and what have you been up to?
Nick, I'm absolutely buzzing, mate. I don't know what's happened to me in the last 3-4 weeks, but I've had a massive spiritual upgrade. I am bouncing off the walls. My whole entire system is just alive constantly. I'm waking up 3-4 times a night, writing words down that are sending to me in dreams, trying to figure things out. I don't know what's happened, but I'm so blessed. And I'm buzzing, bouncing off the walls, mate, bouncing off the walls.
Absolutely, that's amazing. I'm hearing a lot of people shifting, upgrading. They're becoming more curious, and again, this is a lot to do with what's going on, which we're going to talk about. But just before we begin, I'm back on YouTube, and for that reason, I want to just put a disclaimer out there, just to make sure we stay on YouTube and say that this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. Everything we say are not claims. They are just our opinions. We're exploring different possibilities and the space. And also, we're not financial advisors also. So do your own research. But David, I think that's it for me. Yeah. So where do you want to begin?
YouTube, that's great.
Yeah.
Right. So bear with me for the sake of the audience. This is what I don't even know what the word to call it. You could call it channeling. You could call it getting an intuitional feeling. This is what I've been putting together over the last couple of days about this upcoming event of the AI-Atlas storming in through our upper atmosphere. If you don't believe the Earth is flat, of course, because we are flat earthers. Now, you got to bear with me, guys, because all of this ties into one giant circle of energy, in my opinion, because Nick, you touched on it last show that you think this object that's coming in to our energy field, our conscious field, is going to give off some sort of zap code that's going to alert us and wake us up. A lot of the sleeping light workers, a lot of the sleeping people that know what's going on, it's going to suddenly all of a sudden go, you're awake now, and you're back in the room. That's probably a very, very good point. When you mentioned that last time, I got a little, ooh, he's right. Hadn't considered it, but I think that's a really strong point. Now, the problem when they have astral events like this, we've never really had one before, so we can't compare it. We actually have, but in ancient times where there was just cave drawings on the wall, so it's not in living memory or any recordable memory, but this object has been seen before in our skies. Now, what's been happening is there's been several different government agencies been talking about what their official record is and what their official statements are about it. And it's starting to affect people already. So I'm going to show you 2-3 videos about this particular item that's coming in, what we think and what we feel. I don't like to use the word think, what we feel it is. And I feel that this is something really positive. I feel this is going to be some form of communication for the ones that have tuned in, that are in the frequency. And I'm very excited about it. Actually, every day I'm getting more and more my hands heat up. You see, when I do that a lot, it's when I'm getting confirmation. So let's play these videos, Nicky boy, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because one government agency has said this about it. Let me go back and open it up because, okay, what's your particular statement about? Well, this is what we think. So again, it's causing a lot of confusion in the population.
What no one is saying. For the first time in record.
Oh, it's gone out, the sound.
Yeah, 1 second. You know what I did? I didn't put on that little button, so I'll do it again, Nick. Bear with me. We'll start over. We only missed 15 seconds or so. Here we go. I better refresh it, I suppose. Technical hitches. You see, I'm so buzzed. There we go.
Saying, for the first time in recorded history, the United Nations endorsed International Asteroid Warning Network has quietly gone into emergency mode. The reason is 3I-Atlas. Some astronomers are calling it a potential mothership, an object capable of releasing mini probes as it swings past the sun. Right now, as you hear this, it is crossing the inner solar system. A classified observation campaign has already begun, tracking for anything unusual around it. The closest approach of 3I-Atlas to Earth is expected on December 19th. But what is really happening here? Is this a practice run for contact with 3I-Atlas? I am researching restricted feeds, live orbital plots, UN briefings, and JPL updates. Follow me now, because when the next alert goes public, you will want to be the first to know, not the last.
So for them to issue a meteorite official warning, they know something's coming. They're covering their asses. December 19th. How close is that to winter solstice? All of these ancient sites around. We've got Stonehenge. We've got the snake at what's the name of it? Chichen Itza on the summer solstice and the winter solstice. You got the snake and the dragon, isn't it? Not a dragon. It's another one. Salamander. Can't remember now. But a lot of these ancient sites are all tied into those particular days. 19th, 20th, 21st is summer solstice, winter solstice. So it's not by accident. Now it's already starting to affect people because they're feeling it in the skies above them. They're feeling the energy. And we've got situations like this going on where, I mean, okay, it's a homeless woman, but still, where's she getting the information from?
They're coming! The sky's opening up! 3I-Atlas is the mothership! Hide now, all of you! Hide while you still can!
You need to get up and leave the store. If you don't
hide now. There's no hiding from some sort of technology like this.
No.
But
No,
this is obviously a person that needs a little bit of mental health, and then we've got opinions. But let's go into the last video and then we can talk about it and pull it apart, which is about what is actually factually going on with this particular incident. Now, this guy's put a whole fact video together, which I like, and he explains it, and you'll hear it now. Up, hang on. Let's refresh it, Nick, because sometimes it plays up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Are you ready for this? So we're days away from a once in a lifetime moment. 3I-Atlas is about to graze the sun, and it's getting more and more interesting, frankly, strange by the day. Let's go through what's verified, what's speculation, and why everyone is watching 3I-Atlas so closely right now. So as of October 23rd, 3I-Atlas is about 360 million kilometers from Earth. It's currently passing through Virgo, and it's headed for its closest point to the sun around October 29th. It will be just inside of Mars's orbit. ESA's ExoMars and Mars Express, these orbiters have captured the object earlier this month. It was a faint white blur surrounded by a glowing coma. Telescopes like Gemini South have confirmed it's slowly forming a tail, but it's still super faint because it's so far. The Swift Observatory measured it shedding water like a cosmic fire hose. Now, normally we'd expect regular updates from NASA, but the timing is very odd. So while
the timing is very odd. NASA have stopped talking about it. They're actually not releasing any of the new photographs. They had some photographs that were taken from a long-range telescope observatory system, and they refused to release them. So what are they hiding? There's something going on here, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely there is. Are you ready for me for my...
Oh, this is why we're doing it. Come on.
You're going to see agencies like NASA stop talking about it. And I just want to say that in the beginning, they knew that this was coming out. They knew they could observe it, but they didn't say anything or publicize anything. The way it got out was independent scientists observed it first, and it made a lot of alternative, attention with the 3I-Atlas. So NASA knew it would be very suspicious if they didn't start speaking about it. So they had to speak about it. However, them now not speaking about it is a sign of the collapse of the systems. They are glitching. They don't know what to do. They're panicking. Should I speak about it? Should I not speak about it? What do we say about it? They're afraid that if they say too much, if they don't know what to do. You see, they're very used to following their script within the simulation. But when something outside of the simulation intervenes, they start glitching, the systems start glitching. 3I-Atlas is, I think, and what I've from my sources is a crystalline body, I think, made out of crystal, and it's the reason that the body isn't so important itself. What's important is the frequency field that it's going to broadcast to Earth, and because of the ozone layer or the electromagnetic field of Earth is thinning. the field of 3I-Atlas and our local sun is able to bypass the ozone layer, the electromagnetic field, and penetrate Earth. And this in turn causes consciousness to awaken. And this is why there's a shift in timelines, that there's a shift in consciousness. People are just becoming more curious. You're seeing collapse. You're seeing time collapse. You're seeing more coincidences. Maybe you're seeing more numbers. Maybe you're thinking about someone and they just call you, or you think about something and someone mentions it. The illusion of the simulation is collapsing, and we're now seeing through the veil. I do believe that we're going to approach a solar flash, and the 3I-Atlas is a preparation, is a pre-solar flash preparation for humans. And the reason why it's important to prepare is because if the solar flash happens and we haven't embodied an awakening layer or an awakening level type of thing, your body will not have activated DNA. Your bodies would not have activated certain DNAs, which means your body could be facing illnesses. You could face breakdown or things like that. So when we embody truth and awakening, we actually upgrade our DNAs naturally. We shed them naturally. Even poisons in our bodies, we don't become. We become immune from the poisons that we're having in our bodies because we're protected through spiritual consent from knowing, embodying truth.
Well said. The sun activity, the flares that are coming off the sun at the moment are the highest they've been in 20 years. So the timing is, again, divine timing. It's all down to, like you're saying, spirit and what they're doing, what they're designing. But I don't think it's going to be. What the hell was that? Sound like a bomb went off.
I didn't hear anything.
No, it was outside the construction. I think it's going to be not for everybody, Nick, because look, when you have your senses all of a sudden taken away, you go into a room and all of a sudden there's a power cut and you're in the dark. Your vision senses, all right, it's gone. It doesn't work. Okay, so now you're on your hearing, you're on your touch, you're on your feeling, and it puts everybody off balance. So if you're not in balance, you're going to feel an imbalance because your system isn't up to date. It hasn't upgraded. It's not there. It's not working. That program, you can't open anything. You can't download anything. Please upgrade your system software. This is what I think, but I don't think everybody's going to get it. It's not for everybody.
I want to say, yeah, sorry, go on.
No, that's fine. Jump in.
Yeah, I want to say you're right. I want to say it's not for everybody. But everybody will experience what they resonate. This is not judgment. This is resonance. There are two timeline splits, about 70% split right now. The 3I-Atlas is a pre-flash preparation. When the flash comes, it will be a 2-3 minute. The sun will flash. There will be the whole sky will be very bright. The whole sky will be lit up. There will be no shadows anywhere to be found. And you cannot hide from this. It will penetrate every bunker that the elites are building. It will penetrate every stone. No one can, escape. So what will happen after the flash is that the two timelines will be, it will be a permanent split, and it will be a permanent split. And those who are not resonating, and whichever you're resonating with, you will be going with that split. So if you believe in the system, you're refusing to wake up, you want more vaccines, you like digital IDs, you are going to experience what the reality that you resonate with. This isn't judgment. This is what you want. If you resonate with sovereignty, and embodying truth, speaking the truth when uncomfortable, and following your mission, and seeking sovereignty, you are going to go on the other timeline. Now there will be an overlap, a slight overlap of timelines, but it will phase away. But we're going into the esoteric stuff now, into the physics of how atoms work and the overlays. But yeah, I do believe that that is going to be the permanent shift, and we are going to choose which timeline we want. I'm
happy living in the timeline that spirit has assigned to me. I accept that. Divine intervention, divine placement. There's no such thing as coincidence. It's all divinely planned. But I can tell the audience and you this: I will not be in Europe on December the 19th. I've already been told I've got to be in a very specific place, an ancient place. I'm going there. So I'll be watching all of this from a very, very ancient energy force field area. Like I did in 2012, when on December 21st, 2012, I was sitting on a pyramid in the Guatemalan jungle, watching all of these people saying, "That's the end of the world," all coming in saying, "Oh, this is good. I'll have another beer." And, you know. So, Nick, takes me to the next point about why are they so focused on zapping everybody? Because if everybody is the same, I believe that there's ancient, hidden, incarnated warriors and leaders stashed in amongst the population of the planet. And I think, and for those who say, well, what's the difference between a soldier and a warrior? A soldier's experience is transmitted into knowledge, and he becomes a warrior because he's a hardened steel warrior. He's had experience. He's got the knowledge. He's gained it. He's not just been trained. This is life knowledge. He's gathered this over the years. Kings are warriors. They're not soldiers usually. You know, the warrior carries a certain marker code inside him, and he also carries the codes of knowledge, which is information, which is power, which he knows how to do, which is kings. So I think there's kings hidden here. And I'm going to show you really a video that...
Okay. Are you ready?
A video that touched me when I was watching it. I think, oh, this seems very, very dead on. Where is it? Where is it? Is it that one? Yes. Let me make that bigger. Let me get the volume right. Now, this absolutely resonates with me because I think when we do get zapped, there's still going to be this battle between good and evil.
What do you mean zapped?
When we get the solar flare, when we get that genetic wake-up call, boom.
Yes, there will. I believe that. Yeah, I believe after the zapness, you will see the control system. But for those who have chosen the organic timeline, they are going to witness the system fading away slowly. And then the others who are asleep, or the NPCs, they are going to experience a hologram with a system that's more surveillance, because that's what they want. So whatever you want, you will get, but you have to want it with your heart.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's going to be so many people that are confused. You're going to have leadership. You're going to have to educate these people, show them the possibilities, show them the power they now have, explain to them what the difference is, explain them what's going on. Because a lot of people will get that feeling like, hang on a second, what the hell is this?
So do you know that we are supposed to plant seeds, but we are not supposed to rescue or save anyone?
I know. I'm not inflating my life jacket yet.
Oh no, of course. But I want to say is when we entangle ourselves with energy, with dormant people who refuse to wake up, even you can actually pull yourself back to their timeline.
Yeah. We learned that during COVID. You know, there's no point in wasting time talking to stupid people. If they want to stay asleep, let them stay asleep. I was sitting next to a guy yesterday, and a couple of days ago on a flight, he says he's been called up to get his number 9 vaccination. I was like,
we won't talk about that one here, but
Anyway, here we go. I want to share this one, and just sit back and absorb what she's talking about, because if this resonates with you, you know you're on the right journey.
Sound again.
Yeah. Why?
They told you it was about reconnecting with your past. DNA, it was never about helping you find your family. They told you it was about reconnecting with your past. They told you it was about discovering your roots, your lineage, your history. They told you it was about finding long-lost relatives. They lied. Ancestry DNA was never about helping you find your family. It was about tracking bloodlines. It was about finding lost kings, rulers, and disruptors who once threatened the system. The ones who have returned in new bodies, new lifetimes, new identities. Because history is not linear. It loops. And the rulers of today, they know that their old enemies are being reborn, and they won't do anything to stop them from waking up. They can trace every bloodline, every descendant, every possible return of an old ruler, an exiled king, or a lost revolutionary. And if someone is born with the wrong DNA, a genetic signature that once belonged to a threat to their system, they know immediately. And they can stop them before they wake up. Do you really think the elite care if you're 5% Viking or 10% Italian? No. For thousands of years, power has been passed down through family lines. Not because of wealth, not because of privilege, but because of something deeper. Because certain souls always return to the same genetic pools. The rulers of the past knew this. That's why they practiced inbreeding to ensure their own souls would return to their own dynasty. kept extensive genealogy records so they would always know who belonged to which bloodline, created secret societies that only accept specific families because they believe power reincarnates within their lineage. They have always been obsessed with tracking souls through DNA. And now with modern technology, they don't have to guess anymore. The real reason they launched mass DNA collection programs was to find and neutralize threats before they wake up. Look at what happened the moment DNA testing became popular. Intelligence agencies gained access to private DNA databases without consent. Genetic data was bought, sold, and cross-referenced against historical bloodlines. Ancient royal lineages, fallen empires, and revolutionary leaders were mapped to their modern descendants. They are searching for someone, or rather, many someones. The ones who opposed the system before. The ones who once sat on thrones they were never meant to return to. The ones who have the power to remember and fight again. And if they find you in their system, they act before you do. They discredit certain people before they rise to power. They silence those who start remembering too much. They neutralize threats before they can shake the system again. Because if you wake up, if you remember who you were, if you realize why you are really here, the cycle ends, the throne is taken back, and their illusion of control collapses forever. The final question, who were you before? This is not a game. The war for control did not start in this lifetime. It has been happening for centuries, for ages, for cycles upon cycles of reincarnation. And now we are in the final phase. The system is collapsing. More people are waking up. And the ones in power are desperate to track, suppress, and erase those who were never meant to return. So ask yourself, why were you born in this time? Why does history feel familiar? Why do you feel drawn to certain places, symbols, or eras as if you lived them before? You might not just be a person searching for your past. You might be the past searching for itself. And the ones who rule now, they know who you are. The only question is, do you?
I like that. Did you like that, Nick?
I loved it. I never thought of that. Very interesting. It sounds good.
I'm telling you, they're looking for the ancient kings, the leaders that are going to bring us back out of this dark ages that we've been living in now. And with all of these other strange things coming into our conscious reality and our now, in our moments now, it's not happening in 10 years and 20 years. It's now. It doesn't seem like it's better timing to me.
I actually believe that if they are, if they are reincarnated here, that and they were kings or and they're good people and they're about to awaken. Yes, the deep states definitely. I can see that agenda that they would be looking for them through DNA, but I believe spiritually they will be very protected. They're very protected. I don't think there's a chance, especially in this time. We're living in a time that's the last time. We're going back to 5D, from 3D to 5D. The last time this happened was from 5D to 3D when they fell. Atlantis, and they fell. They were hijacked by the Draco system. So this is a very big historic time. I think they're very protected.
Let me put this to you. If you're trying to mess with an anointed spiritual being that's been chosen by the divine for a specific mission, you've got no chance. You know what? You better pray that the devil's demons come and take you before God's wrath and sends his angels, because they'll be more lenient on you than God's angels will if you're messing with one of his divine plan and one of his divine chosen ones. And this is happening a lot. You know what? They're getting attacked, psychically attacked. I'm hearing more and more about demonic showing their faces. Like, how many people have you met, Nick? And all of a sudden they lose the plot. You'll just be having a discussional debate, and then they'll just say, yeah, fine. They go nuts. They go from 0 to 60. And then you see their face change, their eyes change, the language that comes out. Like even women, I'm quite a few times I've heard women say the worst things that a man would not say to another man. Like, you're only saying that because you're a woman, you're not going to get hit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I've seen demons inside people when they get provoked and they see the light inside light workers, they show their true faces. And this is the important part. And when you confront them about it, of course, no, it's not me. It's you. You made me do this. It's you that brought them out. Then they go into that narcissistic defense thing instead of taking accountability. And that entire cocktail mixture is everywhere now. So if you're thinking about and you're getting memories and messages, embrace it. But if you're thinking about darkness and being jealous of someone that's showing light, a family member, a friend, you better get yourself in check, because I guarantee you'll pray for the devil's demons to come and get you before anything, because these people are so protected, Nick. Special chosen ones that are doing the spiritual work on behalf of all of this. You would not want to put do not even mention one word about them wrong in the universe, because this is what spelling is. When you say something, I'll give you a good example. I'm so exhausted. Oh, that nearly killed me. I'm feeling dead today. Change these words, because these are spells. You say, I really want to sleep. I've had a really hard day. I hope tomorrow isn't as hard. Because people say these things all the time. And I pull them up about it. Say, no, don't say I'm exhausted because you're exhausted. Or I'm feeling really dead. No, you say, I really need a good night's sleep tonight. It's changing your words. And it's the same when you start bad-mouthing people that are doing good. Because he hears everything. Spirit sees everything. He feels everything. And it's all getting written down. And when the judgment day comes and you get your payback, karma, I tell you what, is a very, very sharp sword.
Yeah.
Wield with karma. I would not want to be on the end of karma, especially coming from something from that side of things, which we got a bit biblical there, Nick. So I'm going to end up on one little biblical thing, which kind of ties into all of this as well, because a lot of people are talking about, is this the Anunnaki that are coming back in this space? Atlas. I said, I don't think so. And then they started talking about biblical predictions, which has been a lot going on in Israel. And then there's a favorite one, David and Goliath. We feel like we're battling giants, Mahoney. We can't keep up against all these big corporations, the government agencies, the digital ID implications. I say, well, look at the story of David and Goliath. David took down the giant with a slingshot and a stone. But then, as happens to me, I get sent these videos. I want to share this last one, buddy.
Please, yeah. And I believe judgment is resonance. We judge ourselves.
It's a mirror.
It's a mirror. Exactly.
It's a mirror. So it can often bounce back at you. Let me refresh that again.
Most powerful giants who walked on earth according to the Bible. 1. Anak and his sons. When the spies of Moses saw this giant race, they said, we looked like lobsters with them. Imagine their size. 2. Og, king of Bazan. His bed measured more than 4 meters. He was a powerful giant king defeated by Moses, according to Deuteronomy 3.3. Goliath, the best known. He measured almost 3 meters and was defeated by David with only 1 stone. A story of faith against brute force. 4. The 24-fingered giant. He had 6 fingers on each hand and foot. 5. The Nephilim. They were the first giants. Genesis 6.4 describes them as giants on earth. When the children of God united with human women, they were huge, impressive, and their existence was so out of the ordinary that God decided to clean the world with the flood. It's not a legend. These giants walked on earth, and the Bible remembers them as part of its most shocking history.
I like that. I like these new CGI videos that they can make just to reinforce the message they're passing over.
It gives you perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't visualize. It's a bit like they buy a new house and they can't see what the potential, they have to see it.
What the hell's going on? It's off now. Nick, I had one last thing to say. You've got to be able to interpret your dreams. Sorry, my phone was ringing. I managed to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And dream interpretation is very good in these days of awakening. If you feel yourself going through one of these spiritual events, dream interpretation is quite important. I had a dream the other night that I bumped into an old friend of mine, and as she turned around, she'd had her angel wings cut off. And I was shocked. I was looking in the back, and she didn't say anything about it. I was like, and then I heard the expression, I've seen angels fall from highest heights. So, and it's so true. People that you once trusted and could believe in will often fall because they don't follow what's supposed to happen. They choose a different path. So it's very important in these coming days, if you do want to feel the full extent, to stay on your chosen path. Don't wander off it. Don't be tempted by, let's just go down here. My mate's got a new pub, or, let's go to this concert. Don't be tempted, because the devil will send you many, many people that try and take you off your natural course, which has been divinely organized and guided for you, but you will be protected. But the devil will never stop trying to tempt you and take you away from your course. And it's even more important now as we get closer and closer to such freedom events and spiritual events that are going to unlock all of this, because it's our future generations. It's not just us today, tomorrow, next year. It's the rest of humanity. You got to look down through the corridors of history and see all your ancestors in the future. That makes a difference. So what I do today will echo down the corridors of history into future generations. So it's important what you say and what you do. Stand tall, hold your head tall, and don't falter just because they're pushing an electronic ID down, which you haven't even got hold of yet.
Absolutely. And I want to talk about the banking, because we are going to enter a time where everything's going to change. We're going to see unprecedented situations, global resets, fights between the good guys and the bad guys, timeline splits, transfer of power to the elites, to the people. And we're going to see a level playing field with the currencies around the world that have been under heavy currency manipulation by the deep state. And when it goes to level playing field, you're gonna when you exchange them back into dollars, you could be very wealthy, similar to what happened with the Kuwait dinar when it revalued to prehistoric rates before the Gulf War, when it happened in '93. Can you speak a little bit about that, David?
About the Gulf War, '93, or the whole general thing?
It's just a general thing. Why is it going to happen? And
the whole thing, it's the only thing that makes sense, Nick. It's the only thing that makes sense, really, because, they keep printing money, and money's just paper. I promised to pay the bearer on demand a certain sum, but it used to be in silver and gold. The Americans have printed more $100 bills now in the last 5 years than they have the entire history of the country. So it's all false. It's not based on anything. The whole thing can collapse any day now. And what people want is something solid to put the money into. So if you're going to get gold or silver, great. But also all of these countries that have been held back, Vietnam, Zimbabwe, massively rich country, all the countries in Africa. And then you've got Iraq's a typical case. How much oil is there? Trump was there last week and they said to him, don't worry, we'll be doing business soon. We'll be good friends, you and me, very soon. You've got to level things up, because the red, white, and blue star-spangled banner has been flying over all these countries, but really there's a very dark association with that, with what they've been doing, keeping everybody down. Look what they did to Iraq. Look what they did to Afghanistan, Libya, Syria. They go in there, bomb the hell out of it, and then say, we're coming back in to release the tyrants and introduce democracy. And next first thing you know, they've got a pipeline built, and they're all Rumsfeld and all these pals are stripping the entire country of all of its raw resources, natural resources. This is where Trump's doing a good job. He's going to level up the playing field. So everybody's got a fair chance at the gaming table. There's no point in sitting down at the roulette table if it's fixed already, if it's already rigged. And a lot of these countries have got vast amounts of raw minerals, such as gold, platinum, diamonds. And they're going to put these on the table so they can reassociate themselves with being able to hold their heads up high and say, yeah, we're not a third world country. We're a first world. Well, nearly there. We're second world, but class one. And this is why investment in these things is very interesting. I've got them. All of us in our team have got all these currencies. We've all been sitting on them for years. And I keep seeing more and more little snippets of things that are coming out, such as Vietnam, for example. There's a really interesting country. I've been there. It's not communist at all. They're very industrious, very clean, very nice people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense, Nick, to me, because who is not, put your hand up if you're not sick of the elite controlling everything. There's stock market trades going on behind the scenes, insider trading. They're all making money, and the poor are getting poorer. It's more and more expensive just to do a daily shop. You can't fill your car with fuel now, and the power bills are going through the roof. And who's doing that? It's just all the big bankers, Wall Street. They're all loving it. It's got to stop. We've got to level the playing fields. We've got to distribute it evenly, work hard, be good, be a good citizen. You'll get what you need. You want the American dream back. That's the only way to do it.
Absolutely. I'm a big person in diversity. You have to be spread in gold, in many things, in crypto, and definitely foreign currencies. Iraq, Vietnam, Zimbabwe, have a bit of everything. You have to be in it. You have to know this isn't a roulette. This is unprecedented situations we're about to see and witness in this time. So I'm going to leave the link below in the description. And David, again, thank you so much for breaking all that down for us. And
yeah,
and is there Yeah, is there
Fantastic.
anything you want to say where people can find you or anything like that?
Yeah, go to mahoney.tv. There's links there because in the UK now you can't watch anything on BitChute. You've got to go to Rumble, as you'll probably know that, Nick. So mahoney.tv, you can follow me there, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks. No, it's a month now. Do we do this every 2 weeks? Every 2 weeks, Nick. But I'm super excited about
You're
this.
special. We do it every 2 weeks. Actually, most people, 98.5% is every month, but you're special.
I know we always have a good chat, but I'm super pumped about what's coming in the future. I can feel something big, really big that I'm going to get involved with. I don't know what it is yet, but every day I wake up with more and more excitement, rubbing my hands saying, yes, come on. I'm not sure what it is, but Divine will reveal it to me. And I'm very, very appreciative that he has got his wing of guidance and protection over me. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks.
You too. And I want to say, because I said you were special, all my guests are very special as well, okay? I just wanted to cover myself. All right, David, listen, you take care and God bless. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. God
Bye-bye.
bless you, Nick. See you.